Hmm. Ask whatever you like, inchoate. There is little else to do while we wait. I promised, hush, a few hours after all. Hmm. I know a part of him. More truthfully, I know a part of what made him. The echo of themselves that they left behind in him. Yes, Elatum and Menorah. I feel whispers of their familiar, cloying, overbearing magic on him. But something emergent as well. Something solely hush. He claims he is a part of the spell song, the silence extracted, then calcified into form and purpose. He speaks the truth when he says that. But it's not the song I knew back then. Before the cacophony, we sang in unison. Not a beautiful sound, but a mandated one. A song composed by the sovereigns for their own purposes, which we were mere instruments in. When we finally freed ourselves of them, we broke the spell song from their stave, made it our own. Countless voices, demon and human alike, singing their own compositions all at once. It's discordant, overwhelming, but beautiful. Whatever else he might be, hush is a part of that song. He's made of that which was before, but he's also the distillation of every voice that has ever sung. So, while he is of the gods, he is of each of us as well. If he ever truly grasps the amount of power that he contains, I imagine he could rend both planes asunder. Yes, I remember the ancient far more easily than the present. When Hush killed me and reformed me, much was lost. Most was lost. It feels as though only the oldest parts of me were recovered. Memories buried so deeply under the weight of millennia that I couldn't even properly access them before his attack. But now, in absence of the crushing mass of that which came after it, I find these ancient memories pristine again, dusted off and polished, recolored and relived. No, I take little comfort in that. I think these memories were best left buried. What do you know of our kind's past, young one? What stories remain of those ancient times? What have you been taught? No, the sovereigns were neither myth nor mythical. They titled themselves as gods, and their abilities made that title apt, but they were still just beings. Not so unlike us and humanity in disposition, much to the detriment of all demons. Petty, volatile, proud, aggrandizing. Even the best of them, the so-called paragons of empathy and serenity, in her quest for peace, Minara could be absolutely militant in her insistence on quiet complacency. And Elatum, empath that he was, manufactured an entire wing of our people, so naive and childlike that they were completely dependent on him, purposely denied any chance to mature into their own. Empathy demons were the first to be crafted, and it was by Elatum's hand, by his design. So, when the other sovereigns followed suit, co-opted his design, but made us with different sensibilities, ones better suited to them. Oh, how Elatum resented us. A corruption of his idea. Not a very empathetic mindset to hold. And yet, he held a particular disdain for me, one apparently strong enough that even after all this time, he passed some vague memory of me down to hush. I'm beginning to think that for 1,000 different reasons, this past was best left in the past. these memories that now haunt me. I feel like a being out of step with time itself. Something better left in the ether. And who said that? I did. And I suppose I was dreadfully serious when I did. It's a worthy statement. Someone does need to remember the sovereigns for what they were, because it's what they still are, even if that knowledge has been obscured from most. A history forgotten is doomed to be repeated, but without a lifetime's resolve to bolster me. I'm finding that a harder pill to swallow than I apparently did before my dissolution. May I ask you a question, inchoate? What was I like before? You seem surprised by my words often. Even Hush was surprised at the difference in me. I speak and feel without artifice. I'm as honest to myself as I can be. And yet, this me is apparently a shock to those who knew the me before. Who was he? What was he? Oh, I see. What did I do to him? Did I ever say why? Was there ever any regret? I don't know. I am the first formed of gravity. I am Diderodon, the gravitic sovereigns, Anacrusis. So much of what I am is by his design, I am born of who many would consider the cruelest of the sovereigns, and that's a high bar to reach. I am fueled by some of the darkest human emotions. I reject the notion that any emotion is inherently good or bad in and of itself, but there is no arguing that little good comes from the ones that I feed on. After so long, after so many lifetimes, I imagine anyone can become someone they wouldn't even recognize. I don't know. I don't know that I want my memories back. Knowing the circumstances that had to have happened to make me him. Vega, in name only. I don't know. It's as you said. Complicated. That version of me, the one you knew, you stayed with me. You were with me in the end. You said I didn't harm you, but I clearly did much harm to others, to many. Some of it deserved, most of it not. What was it that kept you by my side? If it wasn't a threat of harm, I apologize. I didn't mean to overstep. This clearly is complex. Perhaps I shouldn't push. I don't wish to cause you distress. Whatever else I was correct to prioritize the importance of containing the sovereignty. And while I question the benevolence of the meridian, it's clear that it does need to be bolstered. If hush is the best way to do that, if losing my memories so that I could be that clearer perspective of the past that has been so long gone, then perhaps it was all worth it. It's not my place to say. I'm not sure whose it is, but Maybe that's a question best left unanswered until the task is complete. Because if we fail, it won't have mattered at all. I believe enough time has passed. We should check back in on Hush and his human. Make sure that they have come to the correct conclusion. Inchoate. Whatever part of me existed that made you stay, that's still in me. The potential for it, the remnants of it, like a whisper breathed across my soul. But whatever part of me gave you pause, whatever part of me you feared, that's still in me too. If I could ask a favor of you, as perhaps the person who best knows both of those sides of Vega, tell me if the wrong one starts to win